Hi, my name is Francine and I have ovarian cancer. We don't know how long I have, so my job right now is to make every day count. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing great. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my test results and the tests I have coming up. I think I did mention that I got in the last video that I did get the x-ray that I needed to get of my hands, and I did talk to the doctor since then, and he said that I definitely have osteoarthritis, which is, I would think, better. And the reason that they may be more painful is that it's also that I have the Dupuytren's contracture, which is a disease in both my hands already. So I don't know what can be done about that. Maybe I'll wear compression gloves, but he offered a stronger dose of NSAIDs, and I can't even take NSAIDs. I'm not supposed to take them. So I'm sort of spacing that out, because if I take long-term NSAIDs, I will probably develop bleeding ulcers in my stomach because of my gastric sleeve surgery from 10 years ago. And kids are going crazy. And I really can't afford another surgery. I mean, they may not even be able to do something about it. So I have to be very careful there. So I don't know where this goes. I'll wear the compression garments. I still have some from when they thought I had lymphedema a few years ago, which turned out to be a botched surgery, which I'm not ready to talk about, but I will throw negligent doctors and nurses under the bus when that time comes. Okay, so away from that smartassedness, we also ruled out carpal tunnel syndrome. We're not going to take the EMG test, which would determine that, because apparently I'm not showing the symptoms of that, and we're sure the problem is the arthritis and the Dupuytren's. So I got out of a test, yay. And I don't know if I did talk about this, but I did see the gastroenterologist. That was a very interesting visit. I don't know if doctors just keep getting younger or I'm just getting older, but yeah, I feel like there's like children taking care of me. It's funny. Anyway, very knowledgeable. I was actually surprised how knowledgeable he was about my peritoneal carcinoma. But I guess that makes sense that he deals with diseases of the peritoneum as well. That was helpful because I like a doctor just being knowledgeable, and I haven't always had that with my cancer. So he wants to see the test results of my scans that are coming up because it can determine a couple of things. And he also wants me to take a breath test, which I have all of it out here. It comes in a box. There's these 2 of these glass vial sets, something I breathe into, and something that looks like a K-cup. And I'm not really sure if I mess with that at all. Just maybe there's something that you breathe into, because I mail it out. They gave me everything I need as far as the labels and stuff and the instructions. I was kind of hoping the nurse would summarize it for me, but he said, I have no knowledge about this test at all. Anyway, I'm definitely needing to read all these instructions. So I have a lot to do. And the doctor also said I could step down on my dose of Trulicity every week, which I take for diabetes. I might do that, but I think I'd like to see what he says about the scan and get this test back to him. And, then we'll go from there. He said no colonoscopy. I definitely can't have that because my whole colon is all like one piece. I mean, it's fused together and it's rigid, and it's very dangerous to put the scope around the corners and edges and stuff without possibly perforating. And so, yeah, we don't want that. So rigid colon, I guess I'm just a tight ass. Anyway, I will see you in the next clip. I have to figure this out. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing good. I put on those compression garments I talked about. This is just gloves. I do have the matching arm ones because at one point they thought I had lymphedema. And so I had those in the wings, but they're brand new, never worn. They're medical grade. They're from Lymphediva, and they can be ordered through your insurance company or your doctor. So they are covered. And if you don't have insurance or they wouldn't be covered for some reason, then you can get them without any kind of prescription as well. You can buy them online, but I would suggest if you need the compression garments, then I would look for that brand at eBay because there's lots of dealers for them. And I find that they are a little less expensive because at one point I wanted to buy extras that the insurance wouldn't cover. So I did that. That was when I had money. So I was really disappointed to wake up this morning. Well, I'm always happy to wake up in the morning. So I was really disappointed yesterday after I got off camera and read the instructions for this breath test. Because I thought, okay, I'll breathe into a balloon and, just mail the box out. No, there's a lot of prep work. All in all, it takes 27 hours, I guess. And I will read this to you. But I got to tell you, I feel like if I had to go through all this, I'm only going to do this once. So this test measures hydrogen and methane. And what the doctor is trying to do is see if there's any bacteria in my intestines. He kind of talked about, that can cause diarrhea. I don't know why this is the way that we have to do this test, but I can't question it because what do I know? Test restrictions. Okay, it tells you all about what you can and cannot do before the test, including antibiotics or laxatives, smoking, vaping. Do not sleep or exercise for at least 1 hour before the test or throughout the test. I probably won't sleep during the test, and exercise, no problem. Okay, so the test preparation. At 7 a.m., which happened this morning, I'm starting a 12-hour preparation diet. I was not happy. I had dinner plans, but that's okay. So here are the things that up until 7 p.m. tonight that I cannot have, or that I can have, or that I have to have, or, whatever. I just know what's not on it. And that's not making me happy. So I can have permitted foods equal olive oil, salt and pepper, minimal seasonings. I can work with that. Steamed white rice, I can definitely work with that. Plain water, plain black coffee, plain black or green tea, but no herbal teas, which is what I usually have with tea, but I don't have it all the time anyway, so that's no real loss. Plain tofu, probably not going to be something I'm consuming today. Eggs is definitely going to be, and already had them for breakfast. So baked broiled seafood, most muscle meat foods I can have, and a boiled or mashed potato, no skin, carrots and turnips. So there's still a lot of options there. There's more of the options I want, like plain white bread. I don't have white bread in the house, but the whole wheat bread I have is so processed. It's kind of like white bread with a tan. So I'm not worried about that so much because I don't eat a lot of it anyway. So I decided to have an egg on toast. I fried an egg and put it on the toast, but I didn't even eat the whole thing because the toast was a little overdone. New toaster, still working out the kinks. I don't know what else you do with a plain white bread. There's no dairy here. There's no cream for my coffee. There's no butter for my toast. I mean, you don't put rice on it. You don't put liquid on it. Egg is the only thing you can actually do with a plain piece of white bread. I'm not shoving that in my mouth. So those are my restrictions. And then at 7 o'clock, I have to fast until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning when the tests start. And the test takes 3 hours to complete. So once it is complete, I need to run. I have errands to run. I have appointments. But I have to wake up at 6 because you have to be up an hour before the breath test. I don't understand that. Ensure you're awake for at least 1 hour before bringing it. Listen, guys, then there's a whole thing about how to collect the breath in these test samples, So if I've got to go through this test, I'm taking you along. So stay tuned. Now, if I could just figure out what I'm going to have for lunch. When you're on a restricted diet, isn't that like when you're the hungriest? I just realized I cannot live without dairy. I'm so sad and hungry. Okay. All right. Oh my God. I'm up. Hi, everybody. They wanted me to get up an hour early, and there's still no coffee. So they went an hour earlier before the test. Sorry, I'm looking a little rough. I took a shower. Not much else other than that. So I got up at about 5:30, and I'm taking the test out. Okay. Not only do I have to breathe into this, but I also have to put these little labels on every little vial. So I have to fill all those out. It's way too early for this, but I've timed it because I could have done a little later, but I have to be out of the house at least by 10 o'clock because I have a client today. Oh dear, I need scissors. It's not going to be my day. No coffee, not even black coffee, for another 3 hours. Okay, I might also need glasses so I can see things. All right, where's the directions? I'll be right back. Good morning, guys. I have a feeling that these two cats are going to be up my butt because I'm up a little extra early and they don't have a clock. They just have tummies. I see. Okay. So I blow into this. I put this in there while I'm still exhaling. Then I pull it out and I stop exhaling. Okay. So let's see how this is going to work. You could just leave it in there. Okay. This one is called my baseline. So then I have to set the alarm for 20 minutes. Excuse me. Okay, first one. Sample number 1, I guess. Oh, the date and time. Okay, what is the date, people? Oh my God. All right, 1:15:25 at 6:40. All right. Label number 1. Okay, vial number 1. All right, I'm not going to make you sit through there's like 10 of them. 20 minutes between each one. All right, I'm going to go do something besides have coffee and food. Last night, I didn't eat anything for lunch yesterday. There was nothing on the website about recipe ideas. And the meat that we had in the refrigerator, for the most part, was spoken for as far as meal plans. Yeah, so Chris made me some more eggs last night with rice and a little side of shrimp that we had in the freezer. I did lose a couple pounds, holiday weight. Yay. But at 10 o'clock, I am heading for Wawa. I gotta have a Wawa this morning. I'm gonna have a sizzly, which is a bacon, cheese, and egg breakfast sandwich on a bagel. I'll stop talking about it though. Yeah, let's stop talking about it. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, and now the little K-cup thing was filled with an orange syrup, and now I have to drink that. I think it's trying to taste like orange. It needs to try harder. There's a hint of maple flavor, but that could just be my eyes playing tricks on me because of the color. This is awful. It doesn't, if it was just water, I could probably get it down a little faster. The other thing is, once you have any kind of bariatric surgery, you just can't get liquid down that fast. Okay, guys, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Try again. All right. Is that time again? So the cats are fed. They're fed early because I was hearing it. Feed me, feed me. Gloria's the worst. Anyway, yeah, every 20 minutes. That stuff tasted nasty, but we're through it. And if I make no sense this morning, it's just because I'm tired. And I'm a morning person, just not that early of a morning person. But the sunset's the sunrise is very pretty though. And I always do that, by the way. I don't know why. The sunrise is always the sunset. The sunset's always the sunrise. Okay. Once again. Okay. And another label. Yeah, this is not my favorite test to do. So now you know. I gotta go back and do more hair and makeup. I'll be back soon. Okay, I've got 5 vials done. So I'm halfway there. And by the way, this plastic piece, because of that crap that I drank earlier, smells like ass. Okay, that was horrible. I got to the last vial. I went to pack it up, and there was a form that was pre-filled out for me by the doctor's office. And I didn't see on the other side, and I wasn't told about this, but not only did I need to fill out my insurance information, which the doctor's office has, but I also was required to give them a $100 payment, which is not in the budget this week. So I don't know why they can't just bill insurance and, send me a bill for the leftover. I don't really think that I'm going to owe that. So hopefully they just leave it alone and hold on to it. Then I get the box all filled up and I Got the label on it. I thought it was the post office. I thought it was going to be a post office trip right after Wawa. It's not. It's UPS. So I have to find out where the closest drop-off for UPS is. All in all, I'm going to say it. This test, I would have rather prepped for a colonoscopy. At least in a colonoscopy, you just drink and you shit. And that's it. The long and the short of it. This was just ridiculously complicated. Just too many moving parts for me. My brain doesn't work that way. See, I'm so out of it that I'm not even paying attention to my seatbelt. Oops. You know what it is? I just haven't had coffee or anything to eat. So I had diarrhea this morning, and I don't even know why. That's why I kind of feel something's going on. But, sorry about the TMI there. But at this point, you know me pretty much literally inside and out. So, Wawa, let me buy you a cup of coffee. Okay, fam. Not only did I get an extra large coffee, but got rid of that dang box. I found a UPS drop-off, and we're all set. On to the next thing. Tomorrow is my quarterly or my 6-month scan. We skipped the last quarterly, even though we don't expect anything. The mind just goes and goes and goes. And I know some of you have that, and you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got to the office, and I'm only seeing one person, which is kind of my speed now. And I'm just going to finish this yummy coffee. And I will talk to you very soon. Love you all. Thanks for sticking by me. Bye.